On this day, the old man was picking up manure by the roadside when he suddenly saw a beautiful silk belt. Then, the old man asked many passers-by, but not a single person had lost the belt. Finally, the old man had no choice but to take the belt home. At home, the old man thought to himself, it was such a pity to let such a fine thing go to waste. The next moment, the old man tied the belt around himself, but after looking up and down, left and right, the old man felt something was strange. Then the old man realized that his clothes didn't match the silk belt. Next, the old man opened his wardrobe, took out the money jar inside, and took some copper coins, putting them into his wallet. He was preparing to buy a set of decent clothes. The next moment, after looking at the clothes recommended by the boss, the old man still wasn't satisfied. Then the boss took out the clothes that were on display in the store and showed them to the old man. Only then did the old man step forward to examine and compare them, but he still felt something was missing. The next moment, the boss saw the old man take out an excellent silk belt and compare it in front of the clothes. So, the boss immediately took out the most impressive item in the store and let the old man match it. The old man was very pleased after putting it on. However, the old man, who had never worn a robe before, almost fell after just a few steps. The old man quickly pulled the robe up a bit, and only then was he able to walk smoothly. The next moment, the old man felt hungry. There happened to be a tavern in front. The waiter, seeing the old man's attire, ran over to greet him from a distance. Then, upon seeing the old man's tattered shoes and trousers, the waiter immediately began to mock him. The old man, angry, went straight home and took out his savings again to buy new shoes and trousers for himself. This time, the old man felt very confident and began to imitate the rich by going to the hotel, where he enjoyed a delicious meal. Afterward, escorted respectfully by the waiter, the old man walked out of the store, satisfying his vanity. But since his work was dirty, in order to keep his clothes clean, the old man picked up manure in an awkward posture. This action drew the laughter and imitation of the children playing nearby, who began to mimic the old man's manure-picking posture. Seeing this, the old man kicked away the manure basket in anger. Back at home, the old man put on his new shoes, cleaned the manure off his body, and planned to enjoy life. He would then spend his days lounging with his legs crossed under the sun. When his neighbors urged him to return to work, the old man indulged in unrealistic fantasies, dreaming that he had struck it rich, had many new clothes, and had subordinates to serve him. Suddenly, he was thrown out by his subordinates. It turned out that he had fainted from heatstroke after sleeping in the sun for too long. Fortunately, the neighbors discovered the old man in time and saved his life. Upon waking up, the old man shed tears of regret. From that day on, he changed back into his tattered clothes and began to work diligently once again.